will. If we fight and die. What is death? Your death. What is it that gives us purpose? What is it that gives the war purpose? Vanquish the foes of Himmler. The heretic. The alien. The mutant. The heretic. The alien. The mutant. What is it to be an enemy of the Emperor? What is to be dead? What is it to be the instrument of the Emperor's damnation? We, the Space Marines, the angels of death. What is it to be a Space Marine? It is to be pure, to be strong, to show no pain, no mercy, no remorse, no remorse. What is it to be pure? To know no fear. It is in us faith. Heresy grows from idleness. To admit defeat is to blaspheme against the Emperor. For those who seek perfection, there can be no rest on this side of the grave. Even a man who has nothing can still offer his life. The man who has nothing can still have faith. Success is measured in blood. Yours or your enemies. For the Emperor. 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 This is the ultimate moment. This is the ultimate to the throne. This is the Blackthrone. There's only war.
Finally, it has come, that which we feared most. You told me a long time ago, old friend, one must always leave one's mark upon a plan. Without a signature, a plan is meaningless. One must devote oneself to it, utterly, with total conviction. I have lain my hand upon this plan, this terminus decree, this fail-safe. I pray it will never return. For when it returns, the galaxy will never be the same again. The fires of war will have been to embers as to what is to come. My sigil rests alongside your own. We have both given ourselves to this. I offer no comfort. Make no mistake, it will return. When it does, when it does, the galaxy will burn in the fires of Blackthrone.
I wonder how Gordon's going to go out, because you've never heard of a hamster go out.
Oh, Gordon's already on the path to violently killing himself. Unaliving himself. Sorry, Twitch terms of service, we are live. But Gordon actively now climbs the side of his cage and like backflips onto his wheel. Like he's gonna go any day, honestly.
He's on his way to Valhamster or
He straight up is. Yeah, he's shiny and chrome.
Pets.
Like this hamster violently attacks anyone who goes near him.
Like you gotta think that if he doesn't die in some stupid or horrendous way, he doesn't get to his afterlife. All hamsters go to that afterlife if they'd managed to pull it off.
For every child bitter, that's another hamster virgin. Anyway, speaking of virgins, welcome to Tattletales RPG, where I'm the only married one. Doesn't mean I'm getting anything.
Matt.
Matt married? Oh yeah, Matt said he was married. Damn it. Anyway, hello and welcome to Tattletales RPG, where the table may be virtual, but you are, I'm afraid, welcome at it. That's not why I'm afraid, though. Clowns. Clowns are why I'm afraid. So, when last we picked off with the crimes of the Custodes campaign, we have met our custodian strike force, Aurum Edictum, you have travelled to the Ursus system, where formerly the artists, formerly known as Salvation, were on their way to trying to broker peace between Dorian Redwood, the Votan, the Tau, Skaven. There was all this stuff going on. It all went tits up, it's fair to say. And after Salvation fled after violently murdering a man, illegally violently murdering a man, everything continued to go tits up. I have 3 players in the session, which means I start with 6 ruin. Happy days. Oh no, only one of them's a custodian. Bing.
Only 2 of them are custodian.
George and Clean are both custodies.
Yeah, sorry, you said only one of them is a custodian.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I'm done. Is not a custodian, I should say. Unga bunga unga boo, Bob's gonna take a great big poo. I am frazzled today, it's been a slog. We return now to the Ursus system. Demons and hellfire rampage across this solar system. The light of the sun itself is tainted blood red by the power of Khorne and Karnef. The custodians have arrived and immediately been interdicted into violence with the Skaven as you walk translated deeper into the system than you initially intended. Having found yourselves in the Tau wreckage ring, from where a Tau fleet led by an enthusiastic young Tau watercast diplomat who had just made his name negotiating the orc species to become auxiliary to the Tau Empire, was sent to this solar system to continue to prove his amazing worth, only to be decimated by the interloping forces here. In response to that, Lord Gulliman arrived at the head of the Ursus Crusade, attempting to reclaim the Ursus system, alongside various factions, but not with all handing to, but including, up to and including, the Sin Feast, who responded to the emergency distress call, a cannibalistic chapter of Space Marines known for their poetic accents. Who the fuck messaged me? Oh, it's Zoidberg. The Narmurian Yellowbellies Tank Regiment, and 2 regiments of Cadians and Vestroyan Firstborns, respectively, as well as Mechanicum contingencies. And, of course, the real heroes of 40k, the Imperial Navy. And genuinely, the Imperial Navy are the real heroes of 40k, I think we can all agree. Nine battles out of 10 are avoided by the Navy just blowing something up. However, our custodians have yet to meet and assess... ribs, getting shooting pains in my ribs at the moment, it's very annoying. The tactical situation here on Ursus, as you were immediately ambushed by Votan and Skaven ships. So if I put us over to the galaxy map here, before we go back into that combat, I would like, as you are sort of dogfighting, one of your studious training custodians, who has at this point been sort of manning the auxiliary engines and helping keep things regard, sort of brings himself into the command room of the ship. Kaleem, if you'd like to introduce your character. I add you to the bridge over here at the top.
Am I in the bridge already?
I'm adding you to the bridge right now. Currently in the bridge is Matt's character, Apollo, and the helmsman, Tanef, who you guys really, really clung to, which was quite funny. Where are you? There you are, Gilgamesh. Get in there. Wait, why are you so big?
I am big.
Oh, you should be. Yeah, 1.6. That's correct. There you go. It's Matt. He's too small. There you go. There you go. You're on the map, Kaleem.
Yep.
So, in the ivory white armor of the Solar Watch.
Yep. I am in the Solar Watch attire. I do have I have requested some golden fillet of like some flowers to be embroidered onto the armor. And he is at the moment just looking at the battlefield, the map, the galaxy map of the situation, and looking up at the most strategic point of support to help bolster the military campaign.
As you're sort of looking at that map, there's another rake of gunfire that scatters across the brow of the Aurum and Dictum. You are surrounded by like Skaven dogfighty ships and one massive Skaven scrap vessel. If I just move you over here, Kaleem, you will find that in Kaleem's quarters on the Aurum, there is essentially a garden. And everyone else got one of these, Kaleem, so I will play yours. This is your quarters.
Oh!
Yeah, I haven't been able to make any more of these little repeating gifs, but... So, let us bring us back. Is there anything anyone wants to do in this pause before we return to the combat?
Did we already know of his kind of like existence on the ship, or is it like?
Yeah, he's meant to have been here since the start. Yeah, he's not just popped up out of nowhere. You know, as funny as that would be.
Just for the sake of Clem having an understanding of the situation, you can hear Constantine kind of over the Vox relaying what can like some like tapping noise, that being Jacob's sister Ordella using
the Morse code.
And hearing various different orders, specifically in the idea of like which guns to fire, of which one he does not have any kind of say on, because Seraphina seems to like using that gun. Of course, she takes the big one.
So this is the tactical situation as you see it, Kaleem. There are a number of you all in this combat. 4 to be exact, which means I need to add you in. Oh, hang on. Gilgamesh's token is being a little wanker. There we go. Let's add you in. Roll that initiative for me. I'm still tempted to do the you, me initiatives again, but we'll come to that when we come to it.
I think for the Custodes it would work well.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Bob, there's one time there's missing, and that is Guardian.
I definitely did that. Hang on.
Might not be in.
Yeah, it's there. You go. I've added it in again, but it's definitely there's 2 heroic interventions and a Guardian there, Kaleem.
Yeah,
You're doubly as heroic.
Yes, I am.
So, this is the situation as it stands. You are making an absolute gun run for the edge of the system. You at the end of last episode, you full burned, which means all of you are suffering 3 of your dice until your next turn are replaced by Wrath dice,
Yes.
which obviously causes lots of complications. However, he did make a big move and was able to push you guys closer to the escape. So, at the top of initiative, we have Seraphina, who will turn, and the sort of undermounted. Do you want them to use the blaze cannon? What would you like her to use?
What's her ballistic skill like? Because she might be better off in the bolter in this instance than me.
Liam's ballistic skill is 9 total.
Just as ass as mine, right?
None of you went deep on the ballistic skill front.
Mine's actually.
I got a ballistic skill of 10.
Damn.
I have 14.
Yeah, let the other woman use it.
Nice.
Okay, so what gun do you want Seraphina to use?
We'll just go classically and just use the big gun. We're not. I don't.
Classic Liam with the big gun.
I don't think we plan on sticking around long enough for us to have another round of shooting.
That's fair. So the bottom of the Aurum Indictum, as it tilts, and there's beams of light strike out from the Arachnus blaze cannon. Out of range? Beg your fucking pardon? 200 meters. It's in range. What are you on about? Oh, because it's measuring from the actor. Ugh. Hang on. So annoying. I don't get why it does this. I have to have all your tokens next to... Like, I wish it would register the fact you're on the ship. You know?
I mean, it did it with Salvation, in all fairness.
Yeah. There we go. It's worked that time.
I think maybe when it went on to Seraphina's turn, she was still highlighted while you were doing the grabbing the gun and stuff.
Either
Is there
way.
anything I can think of?
Hits, 3 possible shifts. I'll pump 1 into glory. You're welcome, Jacob. 2 into damage.
Should have had more wrath dice.
Ah, shoot. Well, I'll delete that.
And plus, it wouldn't go to Jacob's glory pool, it would go to
You're right,
Seraphine.
it would. So 3 of the dice are removed,
So,
which would bring us down to 8. And then 3 more wrath die.
it would be the same. It would be the same amount of dice, but you just change the wrath dice to
Yeah,
3.
that's what I've done. Weapon malfunction. So as the... Go on.
You've lowered the amount of dice total that they had. That's only 8 shots.
Yes, and I've added in... Oh, does the... That's strange.
The wrath dice just converts dice.
Oh, I see. I thought it would add them back in. That's annoying.
It's the amount of dice you roll, and then
How many of them are wrath? Yeah, I thought it would add in the wrath. No stress. There we go.
Yep.
Well, that ruling gets you the approved. There we go. The illustrious fires again. Beams of energy carve their way across the open space. The Skaven scrap ship is not going to survive this. And indeed it does not, as it jettisons and detonates into a screaming pile of rat carcasses. I think I can just... Oh, fuck, no. Why do you hate me? So, very annoying.
Do you
Alright.
just call it an exorcist or?
It's frustrating. Alright. I am going to burn a point of ruin and cut in with the scrap hulk.
No.
Cutting in is after your turn, not our time.
Well, that's no fun. Fine.
I don't think that's.
No, he is right.
I'm only saying because that's how it's been ruled.
Fair.
Yeah, no, he is annoyingly right. Alright, that brings us to Amet, who I wasn't having in the combat, so get rid of him. Which brings us to Gilgamesh. Kaleem, you're up. Gilgamesh is dead. So, you there, Kaleem? Okay,
Halim!
we'll skip him and come back to him. Ordella, we're over to you.
Motherfucker! I'm just preparing to heal the ship. There's nothing much I can do else.
Okay, Apollo's turn comes and goes, which means you're no longer having the wrath nonsense that you were suffering from, and he is going to...
Full burn.
Well, this is what I was quickly looking up on the PDF here. Full burn. No matches were found. That's a damn lie.
It's not called full burn. That's why.
Oh, what's it called?
Like breakneck speed?
Oh, full speed I've got here.
Yeah. Breakneck speed. That's the words.
Yeah. Here we go. Test the card and then run to a free die pool with any weapon on one cheat. Okay, I am going to take a piloting check on him, because you are navigating past, like you're threading the needle between these bits of wreckage. So, Apollo is going to make pilot. I'm going to say it's DN4. Shouldn't be an issue for him. It's not. Cool. Which means he doubles it, basically sprints the movement on the Ursus-Majoris. So 230 is your speed, which means you go up to 460. You are out. That's so annoying. Alright. As you gun the channel, you out of the wreckage. The Skaven ship, far too slow to be able to catch you in response, even though it does prepare a broadside and there's sort of the explosions behind you as it scatters away. As calm falls across the ship, you float through the void towards the pinging beacon on your radar. There's scatterings of different intercepted messages, but you've essentially gone from here up to here. And eventually you start to get pings on the Vox from, say, the Imperial Navy. But as you sort of fade into the cosmos, we're going to cut away again to that darkness on the other side of reality. Where last week I sort of showed the forces watching. And as you flicker out of that combat, there's a very gentle
Not bad. An opening skirmish. Luceria was like that. Blooded corpses on a mound of death. Keep flying, little golden things.
and that thing watching you out of the warp just chuckles as it moves. As you begin to break into Imperial-controlled territory, what do you want to do?
Checking the
Hi, sorry, I'm back.
Hey, back.
Checking out the kind of like Voxmaster's hell, like the not hell station. He would kind of like, because the Voxmaster themselves are the ones who actually do all the direct connection to the communications. It's not.
Yeah, they can hand it to you if desired, but yeah. But predominantly, it's them.
I would essentially ask them, do we have any clear signal of Manius Calgar's vessel?
Is the Voxmaster. Oh, that's just the helmsman. The helmsman, Tanith, turns to you.
Maybe, my lord. Things are certainly easier now we are out of the wreckage zone. It may be better to request astropathic communication, but I fear for what lurks in the void and in the warp.
If it is much of a scourge as they say, risking our astropath is not wise.
I concur, my lord. Would you like me to try and reach out to the Ultramarines?
I would defer to my peers on this one.
I'll bring everyone into the command deck. Peers, you are here.
Hello. Greetings, brother. What news of the conquest?
It is going about as swimmingly as to be expected.
Heavy resistance?
Not particularly. Not yet.
The custodian Amet. This is but a taste of what I believe is to come. This war zone is already lost to the arch enemies. We must simply try to do our duties and to rescue the Primarch of the 13th.
If we had
We
the
are
time,
tallying.
agreed. And if we had the time, we likely could have taken out that abomination that came out of that break in reality.
I would be more cautious, perhaps, my friend Constantine. That may have looked like a smuggler's hunk of junk, but it was built on an Imperial chassis.
True enough. But it is a chance for one less greater threat to the forces in this current sector. Not to mention something that would not come back to bite us later.
Agreed, brother.
Where there is one rat, there's 100, brother.
There is the unpredictability in their nature, and they are there to stall us. Where we need to be is getting into the fight to support this military campaign quicker.
We last got in contact with Marnius Calgar not too long before. At the very least, it sounded like him. I did not sense any deceit or perhaps any Vox trickery. So I'm thinking we attempt to hail him again and get a more precise location.
Very good, my lord. The helmsman will attempt a tech check. Ooh, yeah, boy. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that.
I was going to say, do you want the help action?
That's right, he still nailed it. Absolute Chad is the helmsman. The helmsman's awesome.
Let's one to the glory pool for Jacob.
Yes!
So a few minutes go by and the helmsman...
Lords, I have successfully established contact with the Ultramarines fleet. Would you like me to put you through to the Pride of Talasar?
Yes, please do.
Very good, my lord. Initiating.
And there's sort of the blurring of various connections before. Greetings, Custodian Guard. Greetings.
Well met. I assume this is not your chapter master.
Indeed. My apologies for the ruthless introduction. This is Cato Sicarius of the Ultramarines Victrous Guard.
Well met, Catus Sicarius. What is the current status as to Marnius Calgar?
Currently indisposed in a war room with our advisors, planning the next stages of our assault.
Very good. Expect us soon. We wish to aid in these efforts against the archenemy.
I see. I shall send word to the Lord of Ultramar that you are embarking soon. We shall pause deliberation till you join us, my lords.
Thank you.
Thank you. Where you walk, the Emperor strides. The honored 13th are glad to fight alongside of the Custodian Guard once more.
The line cuts. Yeah, he's not a meme.
It's
Very good. Vox held them. They're now expecting of our arrival. At the very least, we'll get the courteous welcome. But, in all seriousness, we now know that they are at least capable of holding a war council. They are not in dire straits right now, which means we've gone here in time.
Agreed. Plus, it'd be nice to see an Ultramarine regiment again. They are efficient. They are good. And they are good in their duty.
They may be proficient in many things, but I do not think they are masters in any of them. It is to their credit they have lasted this long and have performed as well as they have. But I wonder how long till that eventually will meet a harsh obstacle.
Apologies. Like
What
all Astartes, the Ultramarines are, while playing at the ideology of noble kinsmen, they do not know what it is to serve him, not as we do. They are weapons, my brother Gilgamesh. Treat them as such. Do not make the mistake of thinking them human.
I show him I pull out the Sentinel Blade. That is true. They are a weapon. But if you allow a weapon to be badly damaged, it becomes a very useless weapon. You got to treat it with respect.
I agree.
Sharper.
I agree, and our lack of respect for the Astartes did cost us once, 10 millennia ago. I concur with your assessment, Shia, that we must give them the respect they have earned, but do not mistake them for anything but what they are.
Understood.
It's one of the core aspects of the Custodes that they actively debate and shit, you know? Philosophy.
I look towards Sister Odala. And I'll kneel down to be eye level, to be respectful. What is your opinions on this, little one?
Respectful.
Oh, sorry. Apologies. What is your views on this?
Oh, dude.
Sister in arms.
She looks at you. Are we going with the idea of the fact that he did say little one?
Let's let Killeen retcon that.
Cool. Just thought I'd ask clarification before I rolled with anything. Just looks over, looks back at the kind of the towards the center of everyone and goes, almost kind of confidently in her thought mark of just, it's a relief to know the sector hasn't fully. There's still a chance to deliver the light of the Emperor to where we can. It is not a complete loss in this sector.
As you sort of sign, there is always hope. There is a sort of nod of confirmation from Amet as well. There is always hope.
And let us once again descend as with golden light upon the enemies of man.
And smite down the wicked.
As you say, descend upon the enemies of man, Amet will smile and just go, I hope they are not aboard the Pride of Talasar.
I'd like to sign back to Amet of that and just and if they are, they won't be for long.
I would be saddened to know that even amongst Astartes, the mighty Kaugar has turned traitor. That would truly sadden me.
Same. Be hard to see him to be a traitor.
Indeed. Indeed. Come, Let us go. So, as the Aurum flickers through space, you're able to reach this. You can see my artwork of it there in the center, the Pride of Talasar. It is a battleship of the line of the Astartes. Not as big as a Gloriana, but certainly enough to be, like, respectable. Like, it's on par with, say, like a Retribution class battleship. It's, pretty respectable. And as you sort of approach a fleet of Stormfury Interceptors, Primaris Interceptors, Xiphons, and all other such sort of ships give you an honor guard that brings you to a docking bay on the lower ranks. From that docking bay, as the drop doors slam open and you begin to descend, there is a 300-man strong honor welcome. We're talking about 250 of which are crewmen, guardsmen, Ultramarine Auxilia, all of those sort of things. But meeting you as you step off of the runway, there are 50 Adeptus Astartes in the metallic blue of the Ultramarines lined up for you. And at the end of it is Cato Sicarius with 2 Victrix Guard on either side of him.
Yes.
As you approach, he takes a knee and inclines his head, taking the plumed helmet off and putting it to his side. You can see Sicarius is wounded. And you can also see... Actually, I'd like an insight check. 4 or 5 from any... let's go 5 on those who aren't familiar with Astartes. So people like Amet, who haven't actively worked with them. 4 for those who have interacted with them before. So someone like George. I'll let you decide which you take.
May I use Lawmaster Imperium for this?
Yes, this would definitely apply.
Could I... Where's Kalim? There you are.
Yeah.
Could I provide Kalim the help action?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
It is only 1 dice, but...
That's fine. That 8 will become 9.
Okay. You see the Alpha Legion symbol.
Huh?
Don't worry. I've got track of my glory side of things. Do not worry.
Yeah, I'm just lowering it manually when I because I had to shift glory. Oh yeah, Kalim, when you're gaining glory, put your personal glory in the faith tab in the combat. You have a maximum of 3 you can have to yourself.
I'm putting the glory into the thing.
You've got no shifts.
Yeah, I do. 1 shift possible. Gilgamesh.
DN4. You've got it as DN3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep. No.
Either DN4 or 5. Either way, it's a success. Just no shift.
God, sorry. Whoops.
So good.
You know why?
Those of you who passed, you would see that there are surgical markings on the side of his neck, face, and sort of in it, bits of exposed skin. He looks like he has crossed the Rubicon Primaris.
Could I walk over to him
Yes.
and just put my hand on his shoulder? Come now. You fought your battle. So.
The display of familiarity is visibly shocking to him, but he adjusts quickly and stands and inclines his head, and as is like protocol, puts his helmet back on, warrior to warrior.
Welcome, my lords, to Ursus. I'm sorry you have found the 13th in such a disappointing state of affairs.
Not at all. Oh, apologies, brother.
It is not without cause. It is very clear that this has been a prolonged campaign. I do hope there will be a briefing once we arrive.
Of course, let us make our way to the Strategium. I will admit to some frustration. When we arrived here, we were informed from our data packets an inquisitorial kill team had caused a bit of a hubbub. Discussions of a traitorous... what's the word? A traitorous rogue trader and his allies. But when we arrived, we found this place in tatters, in ruination, and handed on a silver platter to the arch-enemy. I must admit, if I ever get my hands on this kill team salvation, they will meet the Talisar blade.
What happens after is to your own discretion. Right now, we have a war to win here.
Indeed. Indeed we do. And I must be wary and wise to remember this. It is often said that I, Cato Sicarius, am a fool, jumping at every lap of glory that is available. But I would hope to be able to prove my reputation to you wrong, lords.
With this military campaign, there'll be plenty of glory to go around.
He looks down at his war gear where you can see like there's a carved groove across the chest plate that's bisecting the symbol of Ultramar. And he goes,
I think my days of glory hunting, like a young initiate into the 13th, are behind me. I have learned the consequences of my command and my actions. I must learn from my mistakes. This cut was given to me by a demon prince that rules over the world eaters here. I was lucky to escape with my life. I will not forget that luck.
Good. Then you will be prepared when you go back into battle alongside me.
He chuckles at that. It would be an honor, Lord. So, you are led through to a mass strategium. A huge dome in the center of the room shows the solar system as just as a galaxy map. You know, as this huge holographic display. Around the room, there are a number of figureheads, and important people. I'll introduce them as we go, but off of the initial sort of look that you get, let's go. You can see a number of unaugmented humans. For example, you can see like what clearly are the Free Guard commanders. Vestroyan, Cadian, Narmenian, as well as a singular human, quite a stern-looking woman, wearing the Admiralty uniform of the Imperial Navy. I don't just describe her as a badass, because that has to be earned, but she looks like someone who has been through several war zones. You know, of like the memes of the Imperial Navy are, you know, sit back, do nothing. She looks like she's led a few boarding actions in her time. There's obviously Cato Sicarius. To the north of the room, on 6 giant spider legs that sort of emerge out of his ribs. More machine than man, there is very little human left in this being. Is about triple the size of any of you, massive Archmagos Reductor. And then on the other side of the giant hologram are 2 Adeptus Astartes, one in sort of bronze, dirty sort of piss armor, with ivory bone shoulder plates, with sort of blue fetishes and tabards. He's wearing like a bone helmet that covers his face and ends with elongating fangs that your heightened senses can see are actually twitching. His backpack has 2 braziers on it, as well as his force axe, all of which are ignited with this sulfur-like smelling flames. And he has stretched all over his armor what appears to be flayed human skin. He has wrappings of it around his arms, which have had litanies branded into the skin, like the tarred skin. And he is wearing essentially a apron, overhaul of flayed skin. Stood next to him, clearly his superior, is a black armored space marine with the same chapter markings and same ivory shoulder pads, with black robes over the black armor. Same sort of human fetishes, though you can see that he actually has a number of still wet, recently flayed human bones on his chest plate. He is carrying a heavy two-handed crozius, which denotes him as a chaplain. But on that crozius, he has, at least while not in combat, topped it, kind of like a standard bearer. But he has topped it with the torso and still living head of what appears to be a traitor who has been flayed and impaled on the end of his crozius. Like, this is a cultist who has been crucified on the end of this guy's big stick, right? The most disturbing thing you notice about this lovely gentleman is that whereas most, what's the word I'm looking for? Most chaplains wear a skull mask as insignia of their rank. He doesn't. His face has simply been flayed of all skin and flesh. There is just wet muscle over bone. And I will add you to the map. Calgar's there too.
Okay.
This is who you can see.
I look towards Constantine. What is the plan of negotiations from our lovely diplomat?
As easy as this. He's just kind of like obviously he'd then walk in with Cato Sicarius. There's no need for a
So as you guys walk in, there is a visible reaction. The Cato. Also, I'm really proud of Cato's token, by the way. Trying to get a Cato Sicarius Primaris with the Mark II armor and everything. I'm really proud of that. Yeah, I'm really fucking proud of that. Calgar sees you and inclines his head in respect. He doesn't bow or kneel. That's not. It would be weird if he did. He has to maintain a rigid back, right? Sicarius announces you essentially as you enter. Sicarius goes,
Thank you for delaying, brothers and sisters. I am proud and honored to bring unto the fold a kill team sent from Holy Terror itself to aid us in these darkest times. Come with me.
Nope. Ignore that last part. That's just the preset thing.
right.
Come with me.
Sicarius rips his face off. It's Angron.
Oh God.
Not again.
No, it's an improvement.
But the others kneel. Sorry, Judge, I'm just trying to give the atmosphere. The others kneel. You recognize from your briefings Lord General Fyodor Oleg of the Vostroyan Firstborn. War Master Raynar Vess. So she is in command of the sector's combats, right? So she technically outranks the other two. Who is you would know this, all of you, just from the sheer importance of it. She is a true blood Cadian. She was on Cadia when it broke. She's of that level of rapport, right? And you would recognize Lord General Marlag of the Narmanian 18th Armoured. He feels exactly as he looks. The Narmorians, I'm giving my own lore to, but I'm going to say that they are predominantly a sort of skyborn. They live on a gas giant, so their cities are very sort of constantly at the whims of thunderstorms and rain. So his skin there in the artwork is representing the fact, if you've ever been in the bath just too long and you've wrinkled up, that's what his entire body is like, constantly. They kneel out of respect, making the sign of the Aquila, and kneeling but not making the sign of the Aquila is the Archmagos Halex Tarnos. Almost prostrating themselves on the floor, on all fours, not kneeling, like both knees on the ground, hands on the floor, we are not worthy, Bill and Ted style. The two Space Marines. They full on debase themselves in front of you. And George, out of everyone here, because you've interacted with this chapter before, that is not a surprise to you. They did that en masse to you when you delivered their Primaris gene seed.
Is that normal? Well, I speak to Constantine through the internal files.
Constantine would he would say this as he's kind of like scanning the room to kind of stall for time before he says anything to them to respond to.
There's also a pair of Honor Guard tactical marines at the bottom, if that helps.
Nice.
Modelled there on Pandoric.
He also responds, yes, they are of the Sin Feast. They are more zealous than the Ecclesiarch sometimes. You'll catch on soon. Constantine will then like incline his head. Greetings. You may refer to me as I can guess either Lord, or if you wish to be a bit more informal, you may call me Constantine.
A few murmurs go round and everyone calls you Lord. No one is being informal with a custodian.
Good choice.
It's about respect.
But you may rise. We have much to discuss.
They do so. The Sin Feast both keep their heads bowed in supplication.
Now, brief us on the current state of the sector. What's happened?
One of the Calgar sort of inclines his head to you. My lord, custodians, your presence is indeed a welcome one. The state of the sector is one that I think it saddens all of us here to report of loss. We are, as it stands, unable to hold this realm in the name of him on terror. We have suffered grave losses, and yet more may indeed be suffered. He sighs and sort of looks, and I'm going to add us to the tactical map because I think that is a good place. We have infiltrators and saboteurs across the system, all attempting to relay information to us from where we have... I will not lie to you, my lords. Failed in our duties. When we first arrived, the Lord Gulliman took a leaf out of the Lord of Angels, the Blood Angels book, and declared a spear-tip strike against Gerzak, the newly doctrined capital planet. He flood forwards with the Macrag's honor. The rest of us attempted to keep pace, but a warp rift opened that sundered and rippled across the Tau wreckage zone. We were cut off from him, driven from him, and we have lost contact with the Primarch. And you see there is like deep, deep pain in Calgar's voice. We have been unable to break through the Skaven menace. The only way to circumvent that would be to go to the solar north or south and slink like cowards around the warpways. But to the south, warp rifts flood the stars, and to the north, world eaters patrol, hungry, hunting. For now, we have been cut off from our liege lord. we have attempted to make progress. As I speak, the Sin Feast are ready to deploy en masse to Ursus-Majoris, where we have come to an arrangement to work together on this assault. Confessor, would you elaborate on the terms of our arrangement? The black-armored Space Marine inclines his head. Indeed I shall. To say term is perhaps foolhardy, perhaps misleading. The Sin Feast would stand alongside our cousins in the 13th, regardless of what was required of us. But we as a chapter have not the resources of our noble cousins. Sacrosanct and sacrilegious as we are, my lords, we have forever struggled to replenish our gene stocks. And so, the good Lord Calgar has agreed that in exchange for our blades, our blood, we will be allowed to recruit those we deem worthy from Ursus-Majoris. Of course, none with taint or corruption shall be allowed. That is why I have with me a librarian of my chapter. This here is brother, librarian trait, who will screen any and all recruits who would enter the fold and bosom of his Lord Emperor's service. Fuck, that voice is going to be hard to keep up. Don't talk to this guy, please.
Oh no,
Okay,
I immediately had a response to that. It's like, sorry, Bob.
By all means do on, but the voice comes from the back of the throat. It's right at the back. It's really hard. Oh, Bob.
It looks like... oh. Sorry, Jacob, you first.
I was just gonna ask. This is it's slightly relevant to how things are acting. How is the Glut-Father faring right now? Because he's within my anathema.
He is visibly shaking. And you could, I think quietly, only maybe you can hear Jacob. He is whispering, definitely bastardized, but visible litanies of protection under his breath. He can't see you. He is unaware that you're in the room. As far as he knows, there's just 4 Custodes in the room. However, he is aware something is pressing on him. So it's kind of a... He is in a fight or flight response, and for an Astartes, that is a very physical response. Like, adrenaline gets pumped, muscles swell. And so he's kind of like trying to just steel himself and control himself in that.
Okay.
It's not hostile. He's also, I think... Yeah, your insight would be good enough. I think you also recognize he is a psyker fighting near a demon world and in a system that is flooded with demons. He is having a rough day. Just at all times.
Constantine referring to the librarian actually like...
Oh.
Kind of like to the customer, and you're confident this one would be able to proficiently screen those of potential traitorous intent.
The chaplain looks to the librarian. It is indeed my prerogative to... I'm sorry, my lord. Something strikes upon my mind like needles. The weakness of my tongue I shall atone for, but also doing different characters with this accent's hard, because it tends to always go the same way. He's meant to have like a slightly more needly voice, like slightly higher pitched. I could actually just change my mic settings. That's an interesting plan, Bob. Use the resources you have available. I struggle, my lord, with such times that I am being accosted by the warp. But I will be honest with you, there are many processes of our chapter to determine the worthy, and even when they are taken as initiates, they are indoctrinated and damned thricefold before they are ever allowed to take the black carapace. He's not going to go into detail, but the Sin Feast have a lot of psychological torture they'll put people through.
There's just like the ever like follow us the like kind of like the tapping of the fingers on the Guardian Sphere kind of thing. It's just very well.
If it pleases you, my lord, I was once known as Vendar Brock. I was recruited from a prison world myself, where I languished in solitary for my then latent psionic abilities. I am the very proof you need of service and loyalty and eternal quest for redemption.
I think there wouldn't be exactly a response. There's just the definite kind of like, he's not saying he's not telling the truth or anything. There's just the that there's the inherent distrust between the Custodes and the Astartes.
What he is referring to from the fact, I think you would know because you delivered the Primaris, and that specifically is all to do with recruitment. The Sin Feast massively mentally indoctrinate people. We're talking like nasty, full-on, like rewiring your brain, eyelids pinned open, looking at the God Emperor hip thrusting for 48 hours, like the worst sort of psychological tortures. But they do keep the memories of who they were before they ascended as a core chapter doctrine. But those memories become sources of shame. The entire chapter is desperately trying to redeem themselves. They have this self-loathing, self-hating martyrs complex, essentially, that comes from that memory that they were once little shitters.
Also looks to the strategic maps, like, and how many of you are prepared for the assault on Ursus-Majoris? Is it Majoris?
Ursus-Majoris is the prison world. Ursus-Minoris is the demon world.
My brain replaced the S with an A for some reason. And how many are you prepared for the assault on Majoris? Ursus-Majoris.
Hang on. It's being weird.
Oh.
My lord, we are, of course, more than prepared to make our landing assaults. 100 battle brothers of the Sin Feast stand ready, and ready to fall upon the foe with 1,000 lamentations.
And there's gonna be more question, because Kling, did you go down the route of the strategist in this one, or are you just taking it?
I did take the route of the strategist in this, and I'm just my character is just looking at the map at the moment. But what were you saying, George?
Just test them.
It's way too
No,
high.
there's a Skaven in here. Kill
Just
it!
tested. Brothers. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Carry on. Did your best lives.
Yes, Constantine.
Stay it. Gosh. What? Do you think you could see any other strategic value from this map?
Do you want me to put you back on the other map?
Please do if you can.
1 second then.
I assume that it's all still going to lead us to go after Majority anyway.
I hope so. Otherwise, I'm fucked. And you all lied to me. But yes. There you go.
I think it'd be. I'm seeing this so far. Supporting the Mechanicus and the Synthese on Majora will aid us in supplies for the military campaign. That will be our. That planet will be our ground and stone for the galactic campaign. We can move on from there.
Would it not be worth it? This is like is constantly inclined to like there was like expecting their input as well if needed. But so would it not be worth our time going seeking the demons first?
There is thought to this, brother, but I do not want to put too much responsibilities on our own allies as well.
Is this in, just for my own knowledge, is this in private Vox? Like you have your own encrypted Vox? Is that what this is in?
No, this is more like more openly because I'm trying to include Colleen to then be the strategist in this one.
No, I'm just saying because obviously, like, I'm just asking if like NPCs can be are a part of this, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know. None of them have anything to say right now. It's just good to know.
Yeah.
Well, it would be good to take out this one up top, this planet of Khorne. The truest fears are the world eaters and the Khorne united on Ursus-Majoris. That can't go unchecked. I believe that we do a spearhead an attack, take that planet, we can use resources to take Ursus above us. And we would have a region in the galaxy to call a base of operations. And that is my take on it. We need resources for the campaign, and the Mechanicus can begin their planet stripping for weapons and vehicle repairs.
That is if there's anything worth salvaging from there. As he would then refer to is it Archmagos or just Magos?
He is a Magos Reductor, so he specialises in bombardments. But he's not an Archmagos. I did say that wrong. My apologies.
Too far. I was trying to recollect because my brain adds and takes away details.
No, he is a Magos Reductor of the Ordo Reductor. Basically, they specialise in siege warfare. They tend to be bastards.
He looks to the Magos like if we were to make an attempt to take the planet, or very least set up a sizable, like, trying to think of the word, not beachhead.
It would be beachhead.
A forward operating base on the planet. Would there be anything for the Mechanicus to even use?
There is always something for the Adapters Mechanicus to use. We have already established a breachhead on the planet. Holding that breachhead continues to elude us.
Then...
if I just carry on, I'm just going to find the name of that breachhead. It's one of the maps I need to make. I've got the map, I just need to get it all on found.
The only two tactical issues of us storming Ursus-Majoris that I could think of is that we could be intercepted by Skaven. We can easily respond to this with the Imperial Navy. And if we leave, and the second is the Ursus-Majoris. Regardless, Khorne will...
Don't say the name.
Sorry.
The room explodes.
The Red God will be satisfied by the amount of bloodshed that will be spilt. That would empower the world eaters and the detachment above us.
It is a dangerous thought to think the Blood God would ever be satisfied.
It is. Which is why we need to storm this planet first. Then we push up.
This is approvable by the Mechanicum's interests.
We can use the Imperial Navy to do an orbital bombardment onto the enemy, and we can drop pod in.
This comes up on the holographic display, and the reductor sort of shows you like gun battlements, placements. This is a pretty standard Imperial like stronghold. This is the Bastion of the Unblinking. The Bastion of the Unblinking. This is the forward like base on Ursus-Majoris. It's your starting point essentially. So you do have a starting point, at least.
How many soldiers, how many Skitari are deployed in this beachhead? That your last record.
Currently, we have available to us, calculating, roughly 2 cohorts of a Skarskin army. 2 cohorts should do the trick.
What is everyone's opinion in this room? I do apologize if I am taking over the strategic analysis.
Oh, go.
No, carry on.
I was only going to have, because obviously it's Calgar, I was going to have Calgar go. The Archimagos, as ever, has the best interests of Mars and the Imperium at heart. There is much to be salvaged from Ursus-Majoris. It is a prison world, my lords. It is iron as far as the eye can see. We would be wise if we were to collect such iron. We could use it to repair our ships, to heal munitions and bolt rounds. But there is an enemy we must consider. And you hear Kato go, yes. The Butcher Lord. And the hologram flickers again. And you see a massive, hulking Terminator with a double-headed, double-handed chain axe. Those of you who know a little bit of 30k lore would recognize what was once a Red Butcher of Angron's personal honor guard. It's not loading because of course it's not. Hang on! Lighting, bing, bing. Global illumination, yes! Bing! There's his token.
A Red Butcher.
We don't know his name. We believe him to be a veteran of the Long War, a heretic who served alongside his wretched Primarch, and, though it shames me to admit his existence, we have reason to believe the Butcher Lord served on Terra and has fought on Terra itself and has experience in killing custodians.
He would have been part of the Siege of Terra.
If it is who we believe it is, yes. I forgot that I haven't got a name for him. He's not some secret named character. The idea is he's just like a member of Khan's command squad during the siege. Like, you know. I also just fucking love the artwork.
He is leading.
Go on.
This is the reason why we must storm Ursa-Majora. If someone like this individual has fought on Terra and fought the likes of us, he is indeed a key target to eliminate.
Indeed. He is second only to the Eternal Deliverer, the demon prince that resides over the World Eater forces here. Though as to the identity of that demon prince, we are unfortunately in the dark. As with many descendants of the war, their identities have been lost to time.
And soon the very memory of them will fade as well.
My Ultramarines are ready as well to aid where needed. We can be assigned, my lords, and while the remembrancers and the irritators, which is the term of the people who do the news in 40k, irritators, not just irritating people, while they would have you believe I am some tactical genius, Remembrancer Ward, the doctorate that phase, I believe, I am not without hubris. Where best may the Ultramarines serve. We can join you on this war front if you so desire, if you so wish. Or you can allocate us elsewhere.
I believe, if I am correct, Constantine, this planet, it has become a fight or a battle that we need to win. I believe the Ultramarines should be by our side to reclaim this planet before we move on.
There is the looming threat of those of the Ratmen within the sector.
That is true.
Though I don't doubt that the Ultramarines would be a great boon to the effort, we have to remember that there is more than just one threat to deal with. Just because we focus on one does not mean the enemy won't try to take advantage of it. Besides, I very much intend that if anyone was to assist us in retrieving the Primarch, it would be the Ultramarines.
That's correct. Then, in that case, Kalgar, how confident do you feel in taking the Imperial Navy?
It's respectful. Love it. We can head off the Skaven Desertons if required. Our navy is more than their match. However, I warn you, it is an arduous process. Any time we come close to such creatures, they run to their burrows.
Good. We want them on the run. We want them away from this fight. I do apologize in sending you to deal with them, but I need the Imperial Navy and yourself to keep them out of our way.
Consider it done, my lord.
Thank you. And please, Barry Skalgar. And he will take off his helmet and bow his head to him. You honor your 13. You honor your Primarch well.
He nods in thanks. We are having to do more than honor him. I fear before this war is out. And he sort of looks out across the solar map. There is something behind all of this, my lords. A cunningness that I do not trust. I am not the fool who thinks that demons are not without their minds. Someone is orchestrating this hell. And they have yet to reveal themselves.
I'll take your words, and I will take your words, sir. For now, proceed with caution. And aim true.
Take Sicarius with you. He and his command squad can be of some use. And, with no offense to the honored champion of the chapter, And he inclines his head to Sakaris. You remember he's captain of the Victrix Guard now. He's not just some dude, like he kind of was before. But he is no shipsman, and his blade would be better served at your side. The Sakaris goes,
My lord Calgar is correct. Ships and void warfare I have never had a knack for. And if we are to deploy en masse to Ursus-Majoris, we are ready to insert Dark Mechanicum.
As he says Dark Mechanicum, there's a... And the Glut Father, Confessor Malkia, goes, Having been the main combative force in this theater of war, I can inform us that the arch enemy has mostly been mobilizing demon engines, hellish beasts of iron and flesh. There are damned eightfold cursed stars of the world eaters, and he spits on the ground. But they are secondary to the Dark Mechanicum's hell forges. My brothers and honored lords, it is with no shame and with no doubt in my heart that I humbly request the aid of our brothers in the Narmenium 18th Armored Regiment. For all the honor of Arcadia and Vostroya is known, we require iron and steel for this conquest. God, that voice is gonna kill me. You hear a gulp as he drinks.
I would agree with you there, if they are up to the task.
The Narmenian, who's been quite quiet throughout of this, and you see that he's been like sat in his chair. The chair actually supports him slightly, and you see his back creaks. This is someone who's been in a tank for not like 80% of their life. Hunched, crocked, like, cramped. And he goes, Indeed, my lords, it would be the humble honor of the Narmenium 18th Armored to serve alongside the Custodian Guard. We would fight with the strength of 10 men, and it would honor our machine spirits. Our machine spirits would roar with the boundful joy to know that they go to the aid of the Mechanicum and the Omnisire. And he bows to the Reductor. And as he does so, you see like the chains around his neck. He has the Imperial Sigil, but in slightly bigger than the Imperial Sigil, he has the skull and bones of the Omnisire. His regiment, being armored, tend to be a much more, inclined to that side of things.
Is there anything else that would need to be stated before we continue?
It's honestly up to you guys. I've got information to give. It's up to the questions you ask.
Almost Reinvest was the Admiral, right? The Imperial Navy.
This lady is the Imperial Navy.
Oh.
That is Admiral Locke Fran. And the War Master Raynar Vess is the commander of the Cadians, but kind of commander-in-chief of all of the Guard and Navy assets.
Sure. So, apologies. Could I get a readable name for the Admiral? I struggle for names.
Yep. So, hang on. You should be able to.
It's the one name we can't read.
It's so annoying. It's the preset on the tokens. Hovered by anyone. Resources. Hovered by anyone. Update. There we go. And Fyodor is the other one. It's because it sets it to hovered by owner, and as the DM, I'm the owner, so I can't tell if you guys can see it or not. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
And do we know them by name, or is it a?
Yes, absolutely. They would have been part of your dossier, 100%.
he would the Amorlock Thren, Lord General Fyodor Oleg. Anything you two would wish to say on our decision?
Oleg sort of taps his armrest and sort of lights up a low stick. My comrades, no matter what theater of war we enter, we must consider the inevitable truth that hundreds and thousands will die. We must not give ourselves easily to this theater of war. Remember what we are fighting. The monsters that we have all seen. My comrades in arms, every enemy we slay, every piece of blood that we spill, surely feeds our enemy. And he takes us back to the galactic map. If the honored Narmenians are going to Ursus-Majoris, and Lord Kalgar is to besiege the human ratmen and the so-called Scat Sultan. God, I get slightly more African every time I do a Russian accent. Comrade. Hello, comrade. I am Russian. No. Vladimir. There we go. Perhaps it is a viable choice to send myself and the War Master to Ursus-Majoris to contain the demon threat. Or we could push through and aid with the Skaven issue. Where would you see us, Bade?
I'm actually going to, though, just for context, because I got a feeling no one else has actually seen her. I'd actually like to turn to
the humans and like the people in the room, except maybe Calgar, definitely haven't.
I like to look to Ordella's like, and what do you say about this, sister?
A ripples of what the fuck? Because you can see a sister when your attention is brought to a sister.
I imagine you would not wish for us to leave the immaterial threat for too long.
I apologize for using a translator, but if you may understand, I do not speak through words.
Is this the salvos guy?
Yes, this is
yes, that's the servo translate.
Ah, nice, got you.
That's why I'm using the voice mod to specifically say what it.
There we go. Cool. Sorry, the Butcher Lord for some reason was fucking huge.
In regards to the support on Ursus-Majoris to aid the
Your sorry, Jacob, your voice mod's doing a weird thing where like it says what you want to say, but then it really dials down the volume for some reason.
Yeah, it's like it starts off fine and then it descends into.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nope. Still low. It's no fix.
No fix.
Is this alright?
Yes.
Go for it for now.
Alright. I would. No,
it's gone again.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know the feeling, mate. Trust me. Voice mod's a bitch.
I will definitely end the idea.
Still shit. I would highly recommend Jacob just go without it for now.
Just for now.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, man.
It's fine. I'm guessing.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Yeah.
Damn.
Laurels of Victory,
find
that's Calgar's ship. Sorry, I just found it.
Perfect. The defense of the Imperial Navy continuing to fortify that region against any immaterial threat would be highly advised, as I believe that the Ultramarines will be able to hold, at least maybe not eradicate, but definitely hold back any of the Skaven threat.
The Vestroyan.
In regards...
Go on.
Good.
No, please go on. I thought you were done, so I was responding. Please carry on.
Sorry. In regards to the Ursus-Majoris, the assistance of both of the Sin Feast as well as those of the Mechanicum to force that planet under corrective rule, shall we call it, is probably the smartest idea. Though I do have one question for the Magos Reductor.
My head twitches. This guy's creepy, by the way. Like I say, the artwork does him justice of he is just so freakishly tall, and he's never still. The metal pistons constantly twitch, you know? Speak.
With the thoughts of potential Dark Mechanicum, have you in any scans or any probing of the system discovered any what's the word?
Abnormalities?
Yes, thank you.
That one.
That word. Great.
I'm with you, buddy. The Mechanicum
In any
general twitches uncomfortably, and you see a smile flicker for a second on Calgar's face, and the Mechanicum goes,
Unfortunately, yes. We believe the Dark Mechanicum, as they are called, have built a super weapon, a space station by the name of Guhalava. This space station, almost the size of a moon, holds the capabilities to destroy all life in this solar system, but it is not yet ready. We believe they are preparing it to wipe us out.
with your knowledge and experience, do you have an approximate time of completion?
Indeed, my lord. With my experience in the art of the Ordo Reductor, it will not take more than perhaps a month or solar cycles to see this project completed. You didn't think they were going to make it easy for us.
It is just.
Is there anything else that you have picked up, or any other things you would like to share?
No.
Could I possibly insight him?
I'm so glad you asked. Yes. Yes, you may.
Can I provide the help action? 'Cause I'm
Absolutely.
correctly having this.
Absolutely.
It's only one dice, but
You guys know what the Mechanicum are like.
But I don't think can Lawmaster apply here. I don't think it can.
No, I'm almost tempted to say yes for the sake of like. Also, by the way, there are hidden tokens on this fret clock. Some of the frets don't start at 0.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So about
yeah, no worries.
Any particular DN?
It's going to be DN6 because he is a giant walking spider. So it's one of those cases of he's very hard to read, you know?
Could I potentially lower the DN because I share the Adeptus Mechanicus?
Yes, I will lower it to 5 for that. You don't ask, you don't get. I like that. So as the mission goes on, by the way, as these trackers go up and up, there will be escalating damages. So obviously we're talking end game if any of them ever hit the end of the track. But if they start getting into the orange here, like if I go onto my document here, each project starting blah blah blah, Dark Mechanicum. Say we get to number 4 there, that is Ursus-Majoris fully converts into a cog world. All battlefields gain immediate access to demon engines. So like, there's a stacking level of fucked here.
Is it? I'm
Yeah.
sure there might be ways to lower them as well.
Oh yes, by directly taking action against them. This is... Oh, I can't remember what the RPG game is. There's a bunch of games that have resource management like this, right? FNAF.
I think of Chaos Gate Demon Hunters.
Sadly, I've not played it, but yes, you can... I want you, this is your campaign, to take action against these trackers. You need to, because if you don't, if one of these trackers gets to max, it's not necessarily game over, but consequences. And then, of course, there's also a tracker down here. But you guys don't know what it's for.
So DN5, 10 in the dice pool, and no Lawmaster applying to this one.
Perfect, thank you.
Is it 10 or 11 in the dice pool?
10, because I have 9 base.
Ah, okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure you had that extra one.
Yeah, no worries. Appreciate the ask. I do pass with a complication.
Complication. The complication is that it's not subtle that you doubt him. I'd like you to sort of roleplay that if, like you doubt, or whatever it may be. However, on the insight, the Mechanicum are always looking for archaeotechs, STCs. Obviously, this guy, not a traitor. He's not going to start whipping out demon engines from his, mecho cog. But there is salvageable Votan tech in this system. There's the wreckage of the ships, the Tau ships. There's the disturbing ability of the Skaven to be able to create tech. You get the feeling his main goal here is acquisition. His secondary goal is conquest. Yeah,
the kind of the evident side of that, like we know something's up, is like Constantine in particular, like the, that impatience, slight, like, how like you do tapping on your fingers on a table, right?
Yeah.
There's, like that on the guarding spear, and then there is like that turn to the sister who was like,
you see this bitch?
Yeah. And then, like, there was just kind of like the staring at the Magos soon after. Going,
the Magos registers your reaction with like a little pit click of his left eye, but again, he's this disturbing giant spider machine man. There's not much you can gauge from him, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's like this. Well, do I call him out? This is what I'm going to ask. It's like, do I call him out on that?
Yes.
I'm going to leave that as a
You're
decision.
cool. That's a character decision, yeah.
It depends. Are you going to let me know beforehand, or a decision?
I'd spring this because this is one of my character's passions, is the idea of communication. If nothing is made clear, then everything could fall apart. See, I think it is best for those around us to be reminded that full clarity on this theatre of war is needed if we are to succeed. I would not have any details skipped, no intentions left unclear, no priorities set wrong.
What, out of interest, what response are you hoping for? Because he's not going to magically.
It is more a warning. Less. It's not I'm wanting him to spill everything like his guts out. There's just a point of if he starts prioritizing the wrong thing, there will be trouble.
I think I'm gonna roll a little insight check here privately, purely for the meme. Hang on. This.
Do you want any particular skill or result?
No, complication and only 2 successes and 5 failures. Thinking that they're talking about you, the confessor goes. It is the intent of the Sin Feast to replenish our ranks that we have lost in this era of war. We make no doubt to that. It is while we are here, but to everybody else around this table, if you have an ulterior motive, let it be known. Let it be struck onto the record, for else it will be forgotten when the time comes. And there is silence to that. The Mechanicum dude doesn't play his hand. Not yet.
It is out of character. It's a sore thing to post away. If I call him out now, that will cause trouble.
You will lose an ally.
Yeah, that was like why I was like, I need to set the precedent that there has been now a vote saying of like, if things go wrong because of ulterior motives, there's going to be trouble.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna call him out now because.
No, absolutely. It's also very risky to call him out now.
Yeah. We need the Mechanicus.
You do. You definitely do. So, is that the plan? Ursus-Majoris.
I have a few more questions, if I may partake in this request.
Nodded. A few murmurs of assent.
Lord Calgar.
Honoured sister.
What, in your strategic opinion, with the knowledge of this super weapon being made, what would you believe we should prioritize?
Speaking of ulterior motives, my soul-consuming thought is the protection of my lord Gulliman. But I am not so foolish as to know that I cannot reach him right now, though it pains my heart to say it. I believe you have made the right choice by allowing myself and our fleet to push into the Skaven. If we can break through and perhaps begin an assault into the centerfold of the what's it called? Fucking solar plane. Yes. Then perhaps we can reach him before. And he visibly swallows. Like, it's weird to see a Space Marine displaying emotion, right? Before it is too late. But my deployment does not concern me. I understand the need for the conquest of Ursus-Majoris, and as a base of operations, it will suffice. The demon world is a cancer on this galaxy. One that must be purged. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong voice. One that must be purged. But it is also not going anywhere. I think we must spread ourselves thin, though it fears me to do so.
I thank you for your insight.
He inclines his head. Be careful on Ursus-Majoris. The enemy are fickle, dangerous. They are far from the simplistic monsters we have fought in the past. We have had a couple of run-ins with these accursed Votan. They are cunning adversaries, my lords. Do not underestimate them.
Your warning is truly noted.
He bows deeply. Then, please allow me, and honored Sicarius, to once again prove unto Terror and unto him why the Ultramarines stand firm. Okay. Any more for any more?
We haven't heard anything from Reign of Vess or Lockthren yet.
Fren and Rain are much more doing what they're told. Rain is the War Mistress. She does have overarching authority. However, she is very much holding her peace. She is acknowledging the fact that she is, for the first time in quite a while, heavily outranked here. So it's one of those cases of she's kind of applying the doctrine of I will do my best job once I'm in charge of my men with my mission.
Yeah, so it's more like do what you're told to the best of your ability when the time comes, kind of thing.
Be told where to go, and then when she's there, she'll be in charge and she can do her best.
Yeah, okay, I see it now.
The Admiral, of course, is...
It's a directive.
Yeah, the Admiral, of course, is going to be supporting all 3 engagements. The Imperial Fleet will be joining you. You know, like they'll be going everywhere, you know?
Could, while unhelmeted, like, kneel down to the War Master. May I ask for your opinion? Where is the most needed for support? And is there any concerns you wish to enlighten us with?
It is a strange day when a custodian asks for the opinion of a Cadian. But it is not an unwelcome one, my lord. I fear that we turn a blind... You alright, Jacob?
Sorry.
Are you joking?
You good, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Give me a sec.
Man fucking dying in the corner. That really fucking threw me. I fear that we turn a blind eye to the threat that is the demon world. Never spawn, and the creatures of the warp would flood through it like water through a riptide. I do not think we are foolish to take our course of action, but I do worry that we Cadians and Vestroyans, and while I have no doubt we will do justice to our predecessors and hereditaries, we are but men. We will not be able to hold a demon world, inevitably. Delay, yes. Defeat, no.
I assume it would be fair to say that we would not expect you to defeat it. We only need the time.
She bows her head. That is all I ask, my lord. I am willing to throw my men into the gauntlet of this war, as I know the good Lord Theodore is. But make no mistakes. What is being ordered of us will cost the lives of thousands, millions. We will do it. For the Emperor protects, we will serve, of course. Just understand the price that is being paid. And if every act of bloodshed does feed this god of theirs, then we are offering it a buffet of slaughter.
And with our, with brother brother, just trying to.
Gilgamesh?
Yes, my brain froze like that.
I only remember it because Colleen played a shit ton of Gilgamesh on Smite back in the day.
It was just pure because I'm not too sure whether the Custodes often refer to each other by name. On the
They do, more often than brother.
Yep. Gilgamesh, with that in mind then, I assume we will still remain with the plan that as soon as we are done with Ursus-Majoris, we will then head to Minoris to assist and finally deal with this demonic incursion.
We'll have to. We need to. You will do so. The lives will not be in vain. We will win both of these planets.
Some Steve again. Okay.
And we will find this Steve.
Decisions made.
Zod.
Go on. I'm not going to stop the RP. I want to go to break at some point, but take it away.
Apologies.
No, please take it away.
Lord Calgar.
My lord.
Do you have
My lady.
any scans of the Majoris? That one.
We have preliminary scans. We know of the key locations and areas of what may well be what it was before the enemy came to Majoris. I can tell you of them if you wish, but I fear that much will have changed in our absence.
Any information is better than no information. If this could be sent to our ship when we make our way across.
He inclines his head. There are the continent of Ursus-Majoris, where the majority of the fighting is being held. The continent is divided into a central seat, Malcadia, which I realize is Latin for the bad Cadia, War Master. She doesn't smile, who does not care for the amusement of high Gothic inconsistencies. Malcadia is the heart of the industrial megacity, continent-wide. It will be one of perhaps the most heavily fortified area of Ursus-Majoris. Boys, stop arguing over who gets the hammock. Magnus, good boy.
Calgar was talking to his tactical Marines for a second.
Magnus, the Primarch of the Thousand Sun, goes, sorry.
I did not realize Magnus. Yeah? Fuck.
Oh yeah, we made him redeem himself some time ago. Also, just check in Hangout very quickly. I was trying to make an artwork of the flagship of the Sin Feast, and it gave me that. It's goofy face.
That's a demon ship if I've ever
It's got
seen
a
one.
massive face stuck on the side of it. Who stuck a fucking man? It's over.
When you're flying past and the ship looks at the planet, it just an exterminatus going, hello.
Bye bye. Anyway,
good night now.
he goes, The northern districts, you will find Pastulia, Dolorosa, Excruoria, what used to be the chemical factoriums, the factory and worker shrines, and the prison complex where I think you will most likely find our brothers of the Sin Feast. To the eastern districts, you will find Mandraxus. This is what was a plateau of beautiful garden emporiums and such things.
Before we continue,
yes,
may I ask what chemicals were being manufactured?
It would appear to be biological weapon stockpiles and body soaps.
What form of biological weapons?
At this time, unknown. Ursus-Majoris was a forge world at the best. It is hardly surprising it had such areas. After Mandraxus in the eastern districts, you will find Carceria. Oh, I should have said these names before fucking writing them down. Incarcerate with a ria on the end. Carceria? Carceria. I'm going to put it in the chat. Fuck. I should have fucking put this. Should have said the words before. That one.
Sorry, Bob.
Carceria. I'm struggling with the high Gothic. Carceria, thank you. Don't know how you signed that, but thank you. This was the largest prison block on the planet. To the western district, you will find the Angius Mortis, the Mausoleum district. Ossuaries, and this is where I believe the Sin Feast are making landfall, and you see the nod from Malkia. Next to the western districts, you will find Adrium, which was the original heart of Malkadia, but is now lost to disrepair. Remember, these are old reports. You will then find in the southern districts Aposteria, which was a manufactorium of the tech priests, I believe, as well as Infernus, the main foundries and molten rivers. These are the main places of interest to all of us, and the places that we will be required to conquer. I can't send all of that in the chat because I have notes underneath each one as to what's going on. But I can, if it's here, get you the map of it.
Perfect.
I have
Still
not.
Getting information beforehand is useful.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we can do that over the anyway.
Well, you can get that information, but obviously his shit is outdated.
100%, but it's good to know locations
Yeah.
that are there, because even if they've used it and manipulated things, overall the areas are going to be somewhat similar.
Vaguely, yeah, that's fair. Where the fuck's it gone? Sorry.
Who's in charge of the
It's-
Imperial Navy?
That is this lady, Loch Verin.
I'm going to look to her. Do you have enough munitions to commence orbital bombardment on the world to assist the Astral Militarum?
She winces, is probably the best way of putting it. But goes, we have enough munitions to be able to fight the good fight, my lord, but Exterminatus is out of the question. We are simply not equipped for it.
No, I'm more referring to orbital bombardment.
Possible, but we run the risk of civilian casualties.
Understood. There will be a mission. I think there will be a mission for the Imperial Guard to set up a beacon for precise shots. If you are up
Is this the demon world you're referring to?
correct? Yeah.
When it comes time to dealing with a demon world, it will require a psyker on the ground, I believe, my lord. Someone some way of controlling and taming the tides of the warp to close them.
Understood.
Cannot see.
I know, I'm working on it. Shut the fuck up. There you go.
No, I know. I just wanted to make sure you.
There you go. That's the general map. I can't give you anything more than that for now.
Church, got it.
Gilgamesh would nod his head. Understood.
So,
If you have any Primaris Psychers in your regiment,
we do not have any psychers of that level, my lord. I believe that is, and she looks over to the Sin Feast. As I mentioned earlier, it is regretfully the duty of my close brother here to perform such a task. And he gestures to the psyker he's brought with him, the Glutfather Drate. So the question I'm actually going to ask here for you guys is, without knowing what is going on in each area, where would you like to deploy the Bastion of the Unblinking? Which is your strong point?
Honestly, we'd probably be better off going like with like the Sin Feast or something like that, and then we move from there.
If I scroll down to Ursus-Majoris again, hang on. The Sin Feast were predominantly looking to go for obviously the prison areas, weren't they? Unga bunga. There's the Excrucioria, which is up here. Was one of the Spire prison complexes. Or there's Casa. Say it, Jacob.
It's in the chat. I phonetically spelled it out for you.
Fucking hate you so much. Thank you. Casa area, that one. Which there's 2 of on the map because it is fucking huge. Or 3, sorry. There's like 3 zones to it. It's monstrously big. This is the huge eastern, southeastern sector.
I point out. I say
this Injurious Mortis being death.
Can I?
What are you thinking, Clem?
Does your character actually look towards the Ursus Mortis? Or points to it?
No, this is more me. Just thinking. I just see the word Mortis, and I was like, ooh.
Mortis does mean death. Angius Mortis does translate to the death of angels.
Yeah, I thought Angius was angelic in some form.
Gilgamesh would suggest we should take this bastion to be take this prison first to assist the Sin Feast, as we have a direct line to here.
Well, there are 2 areas. We have the Excrucioria.
Mm-hmm.
Correct, sister. But there is also the larger prisons here, and are all connected to one. By taking this, we'd be in the center, but we would have a direct line to Malcadia.
While we're discussing this, shall we go to break?
Yeah, no, I was just, I don't mind either way. Do you want? Okay.
Just because this is probably more going to be out of character.
In that case, we will take our 15-minute break. We'll be right back. 1 second. There we go. Bye. we're back. We're not back.
Finally, it has come. That which we feared most. You told me a long time ago, old friend, one must always leave one's mark upon a plan. Without a signature, a plan is meaningless. One must devote oneself to it. Utterly. With total conviction. I have lain my hand upon this plan, this terminus decree, this fail-safe. I pray it will never return. For when it returns, the galaxy will never be the same again. The fires of war will have been to embers as to what is to come. My sigil rests alongside your own. We have both given ourselves to this. I offer no comfort. Make no mistake, it will return. When it does, when it does, the galaxy will burn in the fires of Blackthrone. Finally, it has come. That which we feared most. You told me a long time ago, old friend, one must always leave one's mark upon a plan. Without a signature, a plan is meaningless. One must devote oneself to it. Utterly. With total conviction. I have lain my hand upon this plan, this terminus decree, this fail-safe. I pray it will never return. For when it returns, the galaxy will never be the same again. The fires of war will have been to embers as to what is to come. My sigil rests alongside your own. We have both given ourselves.
We are back. So, hey honey, you're back too. Good timing. Ice cream for Bobby? Yeah. DM ice cream. Wife butt. Alright, so. Wife butt. I wish. Also, our piggies are getting fat. Look at him. He's stood in his brother's piss, chowing down hay. You gotta respect the man's effort. So, you are en route to Ursus-Majoris, the industrial prison world to the solar south of the Ursus system. Please leave it open.
I'm leaving it a little bit. Don't be forget it.
Did it fully open? At the head of an Imperial fleet. Joining you for this conquest, you are bringing with you the Armenian something, I forget, 15th Armoured Regiment. You are bringing with you a small I almost said contagion of Ultramarines. A small detachment of Ultramarines under the command of Cato Sicarius. Also joining you are a detachment of Sinfeast Marines. As well as, of course, the Imperial Navy. Making up the body of your fleet, predominantly, is the Imperial Navy. As you guys dock, or, take flight, you enter the warp. And as you do so, there's the usual screams and echoes, but your Gellerfields hold. But as you are sort of on the ship, you have this moment. Are you all on your own ship? Or are you going to be on any of the other ships? Options are, there are 3 Cobra-class destroyers, there are 4 Gothic-class cruisers, 2 Retribution-class battleships, the Grave and Solemn Vow, which is the Retribution-class battleship belonging to the Armenian 15th, the Pride of Talasar, the ship of Cato Sicarius, the Aurum Edictum, your ship, and the Lamentation of Flesh, the Sin Feasts, Armageddon-class warship. You don't have to be on the Aurum Edictum. Where would you like to go?
Okay.
Have a look at the map.
Yeah.
I want to make a genuine fair point here. And that's if we're not on the Aurum Edictum, we cannot use our special Custodes teleportarium.
That's true. You would have to join the beachhead as part of the rest of the assault, as it were.
So it sounds like we kind of just need our ship anyways then, if we want to do our funny teleport.
Fair enough. It just means, of course, if your ship gets destroyed, all your eggs are in one basket.
Don't know if anyone else has any objections to it.
I'm so happy with these artworks.
I say we should drop pod in.
You're not at the planet yet, by the way. This is your taking off towards the planet.
I say, if we were to join, I think for now we should stay on our ship. I was gonna say we'd join one of the fleets, but I remember they are going to go to the demon world.
No. So again, as I've said, this is who's joining you to Ursus-Majoris. This is your fleet. Calgar has departed and is off to go fuck with the Skaven. This is just the part of the Imperial Navy that's backing you up over here. That's why you have the Armorian 15th with you. This is the guys you selected to come with you.
Yeah.
I'd say stick with the Aurum Edictum. Just keep it simple as we know our own ship kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be a safe bet.
You're also quicker than pretty much every other ship.
Plus, I want to get into the fight quicker. Could I? Because I do want to fight alongside Cato Sicarius out of Cat.
Well, yeah.
Would it be alright with everyone here if we invite Cato Sicarius to fight alongside us?
On the Aurum Edictum.
I keep him with his boys.
I veto that decision.
I would ask, what was the decision, like, in character, why? Outside of the fact that it's Cato Sicarius and he's fucking cool. Why?
I said we would be fighting alongside each other in battle, and I meant it.
Yeah. He inclines his head.
You do me a incredible honor, Lord Custodian. But it is an honor I must decline. It would be wrong of me to abandon my battle brothers in this hour. The Pride of Talasar is my ship, and just as I would not ask you to abandon the Aurum, I cannot abandon my brothers, but you humble me with your prestigious kindness.
Understood. Fight well. Courage and honor.
Courage and honor.
And that, I think, is like what's going, like, we fade from that interaction to you guys are on the Aurum. You can see your sensor suite, by the way. That's how far, that is accurate. You have a 1,000 meter range sensor sweep going around your ship. So that's obviously what you can see. And as you guys break out of the warp, the usual alarms blare, sirens scream. However, you've come out of the warp early, and you get a cackling communique from the helmsman, Tanith.
My lords, I am sorry to interrupt you at your gesture. We are being blocked from the planet. We cannot reach the planet.
What would seem to be blocking our actual way?
He sounds panicked. I don't know what it is, my lord. It is a massive web, spiraling web of metal architect. Putting it on screen, Lord. And it does look exactly like he's described. It is this giant, think like a whirlpool made out of destroyed ships, metal, orbital debris, etc., etc. Right?
Right.
It's a barrier.
Make an insight check if you want.
Yeah, you know what? I will.
I'll go for it. No particular deal.
Oh, hang on. Insight's wrong. You tell me how you work it out. I want like a nature check, if that makes sense.
Survival.
Yeah.
I'll join on that.
I don't know anything on survival. I was going to go for the idea of like awareness on my part, because I'm going to look for any signs that is this thing a living thing.
I will allow awareness, but I will give you a different answer to a success on survival. Kaleem, survival, it will be DN3. This is incredibly common. George, awareness, DN5.
Can I do a tech check to kind of refine the scanning to get a much clearer picture?
Yes, I will give both Kaleem and George the help action from your tech. So they get your tech die.
7 dice each.
There you go. So as the Aurum, you get that flurry of communiques and breakout sort of communications as the rest of the fleet exits warp space, and you hear, "Does anyone have clear sight as to what that damn thing is? What is going on out there?" And you hear the Sin Feast. "My lords, remain calm. Our journey from the Sea of Souls has been brought short." But there's sort of these scattered communiques, people asking what the hell's going on. Oh, nice. Have a glory, Constantine. That got added automatically. It should have done. Constantine.
Don't worry, I've removed it.
Oh, thank you. First things first, Gilgamesh. You look at it, and it's painfully obvious to you as a learned man, as a man who grows gardens. Kaleem, you're looking at a nest, a bird's nest, the size of a planetoid. Like a moon-sized bird nest. But it is built like one. Twigs of metal, the size of skyscrapers, have been bent into shape and interwoven. And George, on a successful awareness, you can see that this nest is teeming with life.
Constantine? Oh, sorry.
Can see what kind of life?
Not from this distance, because immediately appearing on your scans, ships begin to emerge out of the void. Battle barges of the World Eaters. And there's vox communiques that blare. Kill me, Immediately there's scattered responses. Prepare for boarding actions! Void warfare, scatter! This is Battle Fleet Ursus, engage! And we are going to go into initiative.
Ooh.
Sound good?
Yes. Though, let's hope we know we're not the direct attack of some things, because I don't know if we can take that kind of heat.
How do you mean?
Ship at least.
No, you can't. You are fast, but can't take many hits. Also, we are going to do the you, me combat system for the sake of just fucking sanity. Because otherwise it's gonna get messy. Sound good?
Okay.
Now, before this is as you've come out of the war, I will allow you to reposition your fleet. You may reposition it like a 40k game in this line. That's your deployment zone.
Honestly, I'm kind of happy as it is. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not.
Shut up, Jacob.
At the back. Honestly, I respect it so much.
No, I refuse this. We are in the front.
Oh, I love that.
Right, Kaleem, I'd like to remind you, we are not a... We are a skirmisher. If we're at the front and there are enemies in front of us, such as from the nest, we are the first to be hit, and then Bob gets really sad when he has to start a new campaign.
I won't be sad. I go into every campaign knowing I'll probably have to kill you all at some point.
In fairness, I would make a daring leap to another ship. I don't think.
Oh, the scene of you reaching out and fucking drive-by Sicarius catches you. Wipes the window down.
That's what I'm saying.
Bob, could you reform the... Bob,
Yeah?
Could you reform the ship to look like a spearhead?
I'm going to want you guys to, like, mark on the map where you want stuff to go. Because, I mean...
Could we have, the, grave and solemn vow in the front here?
Okay.
And have, four Cobra class destroyers on this side to cover off this flank.
Kaleem, I would like to say, we also don't know where the threat is.
Everywhere.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Also,
To be fair,
I think things are fine as is. It's only.
I was going to say, shall we go there?
Just remember you can't move through each other. It will cost you movement to go above or below. Yeah. This is Battlefleet Gothic, boys. Who's been playing the game?
I have.
I've got the rule book up.
I've been playing. Alright.
I was going to say, do we just go back to where we were? Because it was kind of a good point of protected on this side from this hung. Yeah.
I'm just moving guys out to be like on the front lines. If you want them different, just tell me.
I think
so. Like these are your protective. There's two. You can't see them, but there's also two down here. Just so you know. That's like your protective line. Your destroyers up front. Your cruisers. Where else are we looking?
We have Graven and Solemn in the front here.
Okay, guard contingent going up.
We can position them in
If
here.
we're going to do that, lamination of flesh down to this side then, because they're small enough to squeeze past.
Yep, Sin Feast taking the left flank. Okay. Pride of Talasar to the north.
And then kind of that move these guys slightly up a little bit, and then kind of that way. And then I'd say us kind of be here, all the way back. People's thoughts?
It's a good layout. It's a strong structure.
Seems fine to me.
Cool. It gives us a little bit of protection still because we have the guitar either side of us. in the nicest way.
No, absolutely. You guys cannot afford to take like a macro broadside to the face. You will go down and burn. Like you are protected more than most, but you can't take major big hits. You just can't. Okay, so let me get the combat music going. I'm excited. I'm really enjoying these space combats. I hope you guys are.
Yeah.
That should have updated your token as well.
No, it has.
Oh, it's not done it for me. That's really annoying. Hang on.
As in it updated in the initiative, I should say.
Oh no, I meant the artwork.
Ah, there we go.
There you go. Sexy little artwork for you. So, kicking off as this goes, there's the Gothic class cruisers swarm forwards. These are similar to the ones that you have. These are like boarding ships of the World Eaters. Wait, why is the stream supposedly starting soon? No, there we go. It was just my phone being strange. Do you guys want to go first, or am I going to burn a point of ruin? Or who do you want to go first? I'll let an ally go first, if you wish.
Yes.
I say let one of the Cobra class destroyers go on and scout. See what we find.
I guess my recommendation would be this one.
Okay. The righteous and pious flame. Understood, sir. Engaging and moving forwards towards whatever the hell that thing is. With a speed of 80 meters. You can get there. And it will move to there. It flickers forward and it goes, what on earth is that thing? So stuff living in that machine, sir. It's moving. Alright, that's going to bring us to... let's go this Gothic class cruiser. They are going to all out and move double their movement. Alright, over to you.
I think it'd probably be best if we moved perhaps one of these two in response. That's
Okay.
Retribution as battleship.
If I recall, we also have one guy here as well.
You do, right there, yeah.
We can't see.
Yeah. Why don't we have the Retributor open fire on the first ship?
Depends on the range of their guns.
On their foremount, they have a lance battery. I will check the range. It's in range.
I think we should open fire. We have the range. We don't really need to move.
They can fire. They should be able to fire and.
Yeah, they can fire. They can fire and shoot. Yeah. Okay, over the Vox, you hear.
This is the Emperor's judgment. Engaging traitor vessels.
And Retributor class has a speed of 80. They're not very quick. And it moves forwards. You see as laser beams pierce across the void. Lance batteries. Oh shit! Bob presses the wrong button. It's four-mounted lance batteries fire onto the Gothic class cruiser, which I realise I need to. You have a Berserker's Corn as your pilot. Why is your defense 0?
He might not have piloting skill.
There's a good chance he doesn't, but...
Fitting, but...
Oh no, he does. It's just being weird. It's a D and a 4 anyway, I remember for the few words.
Praise him on terror. Fire forward, lance.
And the void ignites with fire. I mean, this is just picking on him, right? It hits. We'll pop 3 into damage.
Good damage.
The cruiser slam. Oh, it only took 4 wounds. Oh yeah. Hang on, let me just check the stats on the lance. This is the first time for a lot of these.
There's a good chance that one of them could try to board us.
Oh, the lances just, they don't have incredible damage, but they have really good range. That's their thing. So, it scatters across the forward void shields of this ship, and over the Vox you can hear the World Eaters.
Kill, maim, burn. Kill, maim, burn. Maim, burn.
Alright, who's going next? Let's go with Unga Bunga. Down here, it's going to take a dash as well. And it will fire, but it will have the 4 Wrath. So they have macro plasma projectors, being Gothic Void ships. Supercharging. It's a critical. Oh shit, there's a vehicle damage crit, hang on. There we go. No additional effect.
All is well.
Hang on.
Sorry, I only asked because
I didn't know what you
have multiple wrath. Sorry, I just asked, is it a critical? Normally when you have multiple wrath, all dice need to be
Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. I think more crits, more fun.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
There was no effect anyway. So
No, he's good. The beams carve across the void towards the battleship, but it tanks it quite comfortably. Let's go... Who do you want to go next with?
I say one of the Cobra class.
I think potentially this one tries to pick off a bit more damage off of the already wounded one.
Okay. Orders confirmed. Engaging.
And starboard side would be good.
It flies, moving in front of the battleship, turning its side cannons, and it fires a volley of destroyer missiles into the approaching barge. Two shifts for damage. It's pretty solid. Rending 2, and it had 2 shifts, so that would be AP minus 4.
40 damage effectively.
Yeah. That ship shudders as the missiles break off of its prow. Alright. That's going to bring us to one of the traitor ships. Let's go with this one on the bottom here. It's going to take also a full move, essentially. And that's its turn. It's not got the range. What's next, boys?
I don't want to push too much on the north side until we potentially get any visual.
Yeah, so I'm saying.
So I will say we won't get any visual, any of the cruisers.
One of the just basically keep up our. I say keep up our assault down the south side and not.
Yeah.
Then mind if I offer a suggestion? Do a combined attack with the Cobra on the south side.
I don't want to fuck with combined attacks. What?
Please spare me.
Yeah. This one or this one?
I only see that one. I'm gonna be honest.
I say
there are. It's out of our vision, but we have one.
You do have one.
I say activate this so we can see it.
So we remember it exists.
Yeah.
I'm just quickly updating all of the Lance batteries. I realise I gave them the wrong stats. You're welcome.
So yeah, let's have this one move forward to be on the port side, if that's the correct
left side.
Left.
No. Port and starboard. As an old sailor myself, I'm not having this shit. You're doing it properly.
Hang on. I would agree with you if we weren't in.
We still use it.
Hold up.
Oh, I gotta go open the door for Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry, we'll go by the 40k terms. Leftius, rightius.
Have him pull up starboard side to the battleship and pivot port side to aim at the Gothic class cruiser.
Okay, so you're gonna have.
I do want to see if we can focus down, because the more we can focus down ships, the less damage will take over.
And I was gonna say, should we do cold shots on their engines?
Oh, sorry, these aren't even Gothic class cruisers. You're against battle barges. My apologies. They're just labelled wrong. I know. I'm shocking. Okay, so this one. They hear the orders. Understood. Moving in to engage.
Aim for the
I should voice NPCs. I do. The wounded one or?
The wounded one.
Okay, let me check the range here. Fuck's sake, the range isn't correct. Macro broadside doesn't have a range of 30 meters. It'll be in range.
Okay.
Do it now. Alright. They move, so they can't aim. Engaging, and there's a... From the Vox, obviously you can't hear anything in space, as the broadside fully opens up, cannons blast across the void. That's a crit. Yes, we're having crits in this. Fuck what Jacob says. Into the damage. There you go, sexy effects. Broadsides can do a lot of damage. But it's still kicking! Oh, with 12 hit points remaining. Broadside slams into this battle barge across the void, rippling into it as the cannons fire. Alright, up next. Who do you want to go with?
Do you have any more to play yourself?
Of course, it's my turn, isn't it? I'm going to make a sneaky private awareness check here. DN's going to be 10. Okay, for now you're good. Cool.
All three of us get to shoot a weapon if we're...
Oh yeah, you guys... Oh shit, yeah, you need to be in the initiative. Hang on. You guys have your own fucking initiatives. Yeah, sorry.
No, we go at the same time as the ship.
No, you shouldn't. You should... No, you shouldn't. The Aurum doesn't get an initiative. You guys do.
Yeah, because it's based on the pilot for the...
Yeah. Sorry, that's my fucky wucky. You guys should be in initiative under your own steam, essentially. I will do just you guys for now, and then if we're still in this combat next week, I'll add in everyone else, you know? The usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean can't read properties initiative? It's Constantine. Cannot read properties undefined initiative.
I'm
What do you
just
mean?
faster than the game can keep
Oh,
up.
hang on, I know why. Yeah, it's because it's got the variant. Alright, and then we do this. Do that. No, don't look.
Sorry, I thought I was...
As I said, we're doing the you-me system.
Oh, right, sorry.
Okay, so I can't have players and vehicles in initiative together.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. It's because the ship is a pilot and crew and passengers. On the ship's turn, it can do 1 pilot action and 3 crew action.
So you all... I thought you got multiple things though, because you can sometimes take the same action as each other.
Yeah, no, we can. That's why there's 3 crew, so we can fire 3 guns. Because all 3 crew can go fire weapon, fire weapon, fire weapon.
There you go. I've stuck us back to the previous one.
I think it should be noted that a weapon can only be fired once. So I think it's different if you like two of the same weapon.
Okay. That is a difference from the Star Wars system then. That is fine.
Yeah. So for example, George could fire the blaze cannon, Kaleem could fire the bolt cannon, and then someone flies the plane.
Yeah, absolutely. So, more importantly, who is in what position right now? I can put Apollo as the pilot.
The damn pilot. We need...
And you're all on there.
We only have space for 3 crew. Obviously, Bob change the number is changeable.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, I'll just there you go, done. Right now, Serafina and Amit are just napping. Okay, cool. Who just went? That chap. Let's have one of the battle.
You did an awareness.
Yes, I just wish I could. I just wish I had like a macro that let me set to current combatant. You know?
Battle barge.
Set as current combatant. It's annoying because it'd be really useful if I could just like click on it, macro it, you know? Oh yeah, begin combat. Yes. No, it is not the Aurum Indictum's turn, just because they're first alphabetically. There we go. This battle barge, which has managed to get quite close, is going to move only its smallest. It's not quite on your radar, but you hear the communique from one of the Gothic cruisers.
This is the Desolation of Ares. We have initiated contact on the northeastern front, beginning our engagement run.
And the Desolation of Ares is going to take a macro plasma projector to the face. Oh, I realised that was private. There was no need for it to be private. I got a lot of successes. 2 shifts. 24 AP minus 7. Took damage. Took 1 damage. Respect. God. Bolts strike out across the void, slamming into these Gothic class cruisers, but they're doing their job. They're taking the initial hits. Do you want me to sort of like rush through the NPCs and just do the initial bits of the combat? Or is there a specific order you want to go in?
I think right now there isn't really a specific order we need. It's only when things start getting intense is when we need to start micromanaging.
We'll have the Redemption of Ares return fire. It will do a full macro broadside because it's honky-tonky like that. Why you no fire? Shoot! There we go. Complication. Shit, okay, so he's stuck in the mud till next turn. Big hits, that's what we like to see. Alright, this one will do the same. And 5.
You know, I hate the idea of being the first to die in battle. Someone's got to do it, but I sure hate for it to be me.
It's gonna be this lot. They've taken 2 broadsides.
This one.
Yeah, this one's taken 2 broadsides so far. And now you hear...
It is weakened. Allow I, Custodes, to deliver the killing coup de grace.
And the Pride of Talasar will move and fire its 4-mounted lance battery onto that same ship. Fucking picking off the straggler.
Man's got to do what man's got to do.
Absolutely. In fact, Custodes will fire the shot himself. Solid hits. The first Gothic cruiser. There's a nuclear explosion in the void, and a wave ripples out from it as you hear Sicarius over the box.
Enemy void vessel destroyed.
As that happens, a scream goes across the Vox, and I need all of you to make tech checks, please.
DN?
Just 3.
I cannot gain anymore. Damn.
A screech goes out across the Vox. At first, it's this high-pitched bang of binaric, but then it builds into a roar. And Jacob once again getting things bang on the fucking dice. A binaric, draconic roar. As the nest ignites with movement, hellfire bursts from it as a flock of hundreds of helldrakes take flight from it. And at the four of them, a helldrake so huge. You know how helldrake are like possessed Valkyries and stuff like that have been forged into the shape of a helldrake? This is a Retribution class battleship forged into the shape of a helldrake.
Gentlemen,
a void.
Welcome to Satan's asshole.
A void dragon, but not the void dragon. And they are also all going to be joining us in initiative.
Yes, the mother clucker himself.
The Flockfather, as he is called. Who would like to go next? It's my turn, but I figured you might want to cut in with someone.
I say we should cut in with the Grave and Solemn Vow and have it unleash the first shot onto the Flock Dragon, Flockfather.
It's within Lance battery range.
I say
aim for its engines, slow it the fuck down.
Aim for the wings, clip the wings.
You hear over the Vox. And the ship, let's just check the ranges here. 500 meters, I think that's within long range of a Lance battery. Yes, it is, just. Literally, it's just within. Oh no, shit, it's out. 450 is the long range. Fuck. Hang on. In that case, he's gonna have to move. He won't get the benefits of aiming. Hang on, he's just gone over his mate.
Just centre back.
I don't know. It's, for some reason, I've selected everything. I don't want to select everything. Ah! Every token is targeting every token. Ah! That's really weird. What the hell have I touched? Right. You see the Graven Solemn Vow burns into the void as its, where it is, set as current combatant. As its Lance battery ignites into the nest. I am going to add 5 to the DN because of the nest itself. It counts as super cover. They needed that fucking aim. I'm afraid they don't hit. Power failure, fuck. You see the Lance battery into the void. It burns into the nest, but this void drake, this Flockfather, dives, moving disturbingly fast, reality parting for it through the void itself. And the Lance batteries go wide. I am going to go next unless you guys have a cut in.
We just would that
You did just cut in. Yeah, you're right, you did. I hate having to do it. I need a macro for setting current combatant. Otherwise we're going to be here for years.
Does it spend from Jacob's pool only, or does it spend from ours?
Yes, it spends from mine. You can only spend your ones. It comes from my pool.
It's going to charge. Double movement. 600 meters. It surges out of the nest, burning wings like a torrent of burning nebulas scorch the open void around it. As it charges, it unleashes a burning cry over the static Vox. And it's going to use its claws. Bit of a weird image, a Retribution class battleship in the claws of a Helldrake. But just to sort of prove the point, I'm going to burn a ruin and re-roll that. Oh, it's a Demon of Khorne, so it re-rolls the ones anyway, let's not bother. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, you rerolled everything.
Ah, sod it, I'll burn the ruin then. Like I was gonna. Now, does this guy have rending? Let's roll the crit. Fuck! The Solemn Vow. Power drained as its capacitors overloaded. Its engines ripple with fire as it is ignited in the void, the burning, the atmospheric seals disclamping. The Flockfather grips onto the Retributor class ship with its talons sinking in. Entire batteries and entire, like, monastery-sized buildings are crushed beneath its claws. 46, AP minus 3, rending 5, and we shifted 6, 7, 8, so 8, that's just true damage.
40.
Fuck me, it half healths the Solemn Vow. 80 wound, 46 out of 80 wounds taken. The Solemn Vow, you see creak as the claws clench around it, digging deep into the metal structure, and you can see the Flockfather is preparing to rip the battleship in two. I'm going to cut in with my own point of ruin. With a Helldrake. This Helldrake is going to dash, sprint, 150 times 3, 300 fire, 450. Going to sprint in. Now the Helldrakes aren't designed for void warfare, like they are the equivalent of like fighters, right? They will be destroyed very easily, but there's a lot of them. Alright, over to you guys.
Everything. Well, we need everything.
Who are you declaring?
Gentlemen, shall the sin feast?
Oh.
This
will be the last thing of the game because I realise it's 11. But over the intercom, you hear the sin feast. Our brothers of raven flesh, we cannot allow such abominations to live. And they are going to move. They have an Armageddon class battleship, which means it has a melter lance battery. So good choice. Fuck it, let's have the Confessor fire the opening shot. It will inflict... Oh no, he doesn't get on fire. What does Melter... Oh, Melter I can just do, but are they within half range?
350.
The range on the gun is 25, 125, 225, 350. So no, they're not. They're literally on their long range. Christ.
Yeah.
I'd highly advise rerolls if possible. If they have any other guns they can fire.
Only to the left and right. They have macro broadsides, but 4 mounted lances. They do hit, but fuck it. Let's burn that point of ruin to reroll, shall we? Give them something good.
Yeah. Come on, let's go.
That's a crit!
5 shifts!
Extra 2 to whatever damage is rolled.
The Confessor got a headshot.
Yeah, he fucking did. Huh? It's doing the thing again. Oh, there was a trait that did this, wasn't it? It was brutal?
No, brutal was fine.
Who's it?
All of those ones are fine. It's blast, you can't shift for damage anyways. Right.
It's not meant to be blast. Hang on. Oh, I'm doing a macro broadside. I'm doing the wrong thing. Ha!
Yeah.
No. Lance battery, Lance battery. Here's what we're doing here. Thank you very much. Apologies. Allow me to re-roll. Fire! It's still a good fucking hit, and I will refund the point of ruin and then immediately use it.
Yeah.
Still crap.
Point.
Hell yeah, Sinfeast, your premier game. Still 4 shifts, that's respectable.
Yeah.
Roll that damage, brother. I wondered why it looked weird. That's more like it.
Does the crit get taken into account?
The crit I already rolled for before. Yeah.
Okay.
The Lance battery ignites across the void, striking into the side of the Flockfather, which roars in pain, but isn't dead. It doesn't look too bad. It's taken 20 wounds. It's pretty hefty, but it's still kicking and will do for a while. So, as the stakes of this void engagement are revealed, as you are being swarmed by void drakes, we will pick up here next week. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. In that case, let me make a note. Landing fight. You're going into the demon manufactorum, aren't you? You're just going straight in. So,
Yeah.
we will pick up with this next week. But now, we have been Tattletales RPG, where the table may be virtual, but it's always fucking awesome, and you're most certainly welcome. Bye for now. Oh yeah.
Finally, it has come. That which we feared most. You told me a long time ago, old friend, one must always leave one's mark upon a plan. Without a signature, a plan is meaningless. One must devote oneself to it. Utterly. With total conviction. I have lain my hand upon this plan, this terminus decree, this fail-safe. I pray it will never return. For when it returns, the galaxy will never be the same again. The fires of war will have been to embers as to what is to come. My sigil rests alongside your own. We have both given ourselves to this. I offer no comfort. Make no mistake, it will return. When it does, when it does, the galaxy will burn in the fires of Blackthrone.